How you guys doing? Hero of None here. We're going to be doing some Crypt Hearts 1 here on the stream today, and Crypt Hearts 2 shortly after. This is an interesting dungeon, has a lot of Daedric and Undead to it, and has Ebony armor, which is probably the most meta armor that you're going to be using as a tank. Show you some of the bosses, how to get through them, hopefully get yourself the no-death run, and we're playing with some guildies today, so hopefully it'll be good. Alright guys, let's get started. Alright, Master Mage time.
Sorry, I activated.
Yep, I got it. Don't worry. This boss isn't too bad. He does work like a Sork, though, and has two-handed abilities. He is optional, too. First thing you have to do is take out the ads, watch the ice ring, and watch the negate. Negate is what kills some people on this one here, because it might be a magic caster tank, and not expect it. It's not too hard. Do that. Should be able to get through. The second version of this is a lot more hard, but this one is actually optional. But you still want to go through this if you're looking for Ebony. Archmage Sanel. As you can see, there's a bunch of corpses laying around here. And at one point here, he's just going to go ahead and summon all of them. Summons AoE around. Stays here most of the time here. But as he starts losing health, he puts on damage shields, starts summoning enemies. Yep. Yeah, sure they will. See, here we got some more dead coming up. DPS is high enough, you don't have to really worry about this, but he does have that fear though, which is pretty annoying. Just watch yourself, that ghost can be a little bit troublesome. Good job, guys. That's Leviathan. This one's not too bad, but he's tricky because he actually shows you something and then he shows you a mechanic, but then doesn't seem like he's that dangerous, and then halfway through after his enrage phase, he becomes really nasty. I'll try showing a way you can tank it to make it a little bit easier to keep in one area. Assuming it passed, right? If I have this right. Yep. He's just gonna go between this pillar and that if I can keep him right here. Now he's doing the enraged stuff. The reason you keep him in one area is important is because you want to keep as much damage as you can. There we go. Good job, guys. High DPS keeps you out of that. That fire run will hurt as well as that knockback. You cannot block through that knockback.
Me to bring him over here.
Yep.
Back here. Like, into this area right here. He's a small little area. He usually will get consolidated in here.
Yeah, but the problem with doing it back there is the AoE that they put out is a little bit too large and you may get yourself stuck in there. If you can manage to get it between here and the pillars, that's a little bit better because you can always move your guys out if you need to. Tanks usually stay in close range and all that other stuff can stay back. So, Uruk Bonehand. This is a Lich. The ironic thing is that the Lich crystals he puts up actually hurt more than they do in the version 2 when it comes up. Typically, the only issue you have here is because people will get stuck in the AoE. Just watch where they go in. Stay back. Avoid the little snare there. should be it. Really doesn't hurt that much. You just have to watch out for the AoEs if you're low on armor. Dogs out of the Berserker. Not really that much of a boss, more of a mini boss. But this first pull is annoying when he stealths himself in. And sometimes you'll lose no deaths because he'll aggro on a party member you don't really mean to. With a charge up attack. Just keep hitting him. Get him dead.
So you want to focus on one or try to do both at the same time?
Try damaging both, and we'll get through. So, twins.
We will feed you to the master's mace.
I think most people find it easier to take out the two-hander first, but...
Actually, I see most people take out the flame guy first.
Well, people that know what they're doing go after this guy first. Part of the reason is the flame guy, you can avoid the fire. You can see it coming. The lightning guy makes it extra hard because what he tends to do is he puts these lightning things around the room and you have to deal with trying to navigate around them. Now, the reason you do this is because when one of these guys dies, the other one will enrage and start doing more nasty abilities. Gets us out of that red so we don't get stunned. Again, you can't get out of that. Oof. He knocked me out pretty good there. You cannot get out of that AoE. You cannot block through it. So tanks just get out of there. As you can see, that's why this is dangerous. So doing that roll dodge while he's trying to hit me.
It's that flame thing can do a lot of damage.
See, getting knocked around by this. Probably want to focus a little bit more damage on the lightning guy. And now he enrages.
Popping visceral.
Typically, if you want to make this easier, make sure you get both of them up to execute range before you kill one or the other. As you can see, this can be a little bit nasty. You can't keep yourself steady. And lightning does strike more than once in two areas, so... Damn it. That's the Lamberts Twins.
Ooh, we got the visor.
Yeah, and have a necklace. That will work. I like that.
Yeah, so not too difficult with this,
Yeah, Shield of the Lich.
but just a lot of moving your feet. And again, if you take the fire one on, I think it's a little bit easier, but other people take him on because he's so stationary. The lightning one moves around, which makes it a little bit more difficult, in my opinion.
Here, I'll link what I got.
Speak to that better than I, but they bested my husband's minions. We owe them everything.
And that's Crypt Heart 1s, guys. We'll see you in Crypt Hearts 2.